Double X News brought to you by your East Bay New Worlds, where you can collect double Flybuys points until September 16.
From IRN, I'm Mike Francis. US President George W. Bush is back at the White House, where he's now considering what response to make to the unprecedented terror attacks on his country. There's still no official estimate of the number of people who died in the strikes on the World Trade Center in New York and the Pentagon in Washington. However, 50,000 people normally work in the World Trade Center alone. The president flew to Washington on Air Force One amid tight security. Earlier, he'd been monitoring the situation at a top-secret military installation in Nebraska. CNN's John King reports from the White House that the president has issued a brief statement ahead of a televised address to the nation later today.
Quote, "We will find these people and they will suffer the consequences of taking on this nation. We will do what it takes. No one is going to diminish the spirit of this country." We expect a statement very much like that to be included in the nationally televised address the president delivers to the American people tonight.
No one has claimed responsibility for today's attack, but the finger is being pointed at Muslim terrorist Osama bin Laden, who's been the mastermind behind previous strikes on US targets. Investigations are underway into how the hijackers managed to take over the 4 passenger jets involved in this morning's coordinated strike. 2 planes were piloted into the Twin Towers at the World Trade Center, a third went down near the Pentagon in Washington, and a fourth went down near Pittsburgh in Pennsylvania. In this country, there's been swift condemnation of the attack, with acting Prime Minister Jim Anderton sending a message of condolence to the American people. The New Zealand share market fell more than 5% when trading began, but has since clawed back some of those losses. Messages of support and sympathy have been flooding into the US Embassy in Wellington. Chargé d'Affaires Philip Wall says he's grateful for the messages. I'm Mike Francis for IRN.